Why do you even need two Talarias anyway?
Well, the reason I wanted two bikes is to set them up different. One for track, one for street and trail.
You have two Talarias but one butt. What can you do about it though?
Yeah, just watch me. I'll ride them both at the same time.
Welcome back, everyone. It's me, the Bike Cowboy.
And I am MX Super Hot Electric because it's 106.
And the sun's not even up, or just barely. Anyway, what we have here is two Talarias. If you remember the last episode, we got another Talaria after he traded his Ultra B. And so, which one is it? Is it this one?
Yeah,
this has got, what is it, a 17-inch in the front and dual 17 inches?
Yes.
Perfect. I've gotten to ride a little bit of this one today. I've done a little bit in-town riding. I did a little bike trail or a bike park, whatever, and did a few on this dirt area here. So I'd like to talk about it, which is like a perfect setup. Well, actually, no. The question really is, do you need two Talarias?
I say yes. I like them just because I hopped on when I first got this one and it just fit me. It fit me better than a Sur-Ron, and I just like the way it feels and handles. And so I ended up, like you've already seen, got rid of the Ultra B, and I thought, well, I'm gonna have another, that way I could set up one for street riding, one for more track oriented and, you know, rougher trails.
If you want like a setup for like doing stuff on street, town riding, that kind of thing, or if you want to take it on the bike path, or just like a quick little dirt trail, like nice hard pack like the ground we're standing on right here, this is like a perfect setup for this. I really like this low profile. It's like really nice to hop on and go. Like, even though this is a bit heavier than a Sur-Ron, because of these 17-inch wheels, it's like feels like a toy, and you know, like you want to hop on and go. That's my experience anyway.
Well, I rode it up here and on the track just because I wanted to see how it did with my 2119. And we're trying to do this reasonably priced. You know, these wheels are from Luna. These are the 17 inches that would like come on a Talaria XXX. And I wanted to try it and put off-road tires on it and just try and see what it felt like. Because on a Sur-Ron before, I've ran a 17 front, 14 rear, and it was a blast. I had so much fun riding that thing. But the wheels are really cheap. They're less than, you can get both wheels for under $400. And they come with the Supermoto tires. But I hadn't seen anybody do it, like I said, with the dirt. And it is so fun. You can grab lines. You could go inside of any other bike, no problem. So I took it around the track. It feels faster, and it's definitely more flickable, and you can grab any inside, outside, it don't matter. It is really comfortable. But it doesn't gain as much top speed coming up the hill as the bigger wheels. So
let's get into detail about this. What do you got here? A 21-inch in the front and what, a 19?
Yeah, just the stock 19 with a Maxxis IT, basically a 19-inch front tire. Single trail riding and stuff where you got to go up over rocks. It does go up over, you know, whoops and embankments and stuff really good. We don't have a lot of rock around here, so. And it's really good like in a straight line, but when you drop into corner, being that you've raised the front of the bike, so it kind of gives it the chopper effect a little bit. Now it's not as planted. And I know a lot of guys like to run 1916. I tried a 1917 and I thought that worked pretty good. I don't know on this wheel. It gets a good top speed pulling some of these steep hills. I can get a couple miles an hour over the smaller, you know, and the weight, if you pick the right tire, this with the 21-inch, and it's got a IRC, I think VE35 it's called. It's one of the lighter 21-inch. This weighed the same as my 19-inch with the Maxxis IT, right down to the ounce. So I didn't gain any weight, but I don't know for sure if I'm going to keep this setup for what I do. I want it mainly for a track bike. We'll see. We just need to ride more. It's a little more slippery in front because the front end's pushed out a little farther. All I know is that is a really fun setup because it keeps the, you know, the weight close to the ground and you're sitting a little lower, so it's gonna go from side to side better than even a 1916. You know, they're 195 a piece or 390 for both wheels. They come with rotors. They come with the Supermoto tires. They're from Luna Cycles. We haven't done a lot other than handlebars and stuff to these. What else have we done?
This has the light bar.
Yeah.
The grit shift light bar.
Yeah, you can experiment, and Luna's really fast. You know, I would get the stuff within 2 to 3 days. And then I just want to put a shout out that I get a lot of parts from Dirty Bike Industries and Mike Rogers. I was putting some suspension pieces in the back of this bike, or the red one, and they have those little neoprene washers, and I was doing it on the back patio, and when I was pulling out the bolt, it dropped. I looked for an hour and a half. I don't know if the dog chewed it up or got away with it. I could not find it. So I called him. UPS had already left there in Florida for the day, and they usually only do second day air. So I said, well, that's fine, just send it out tomorrow and I'll do second day air. They took it's a linkage piece where it's got your bearings and your bushings and your washers. They took it down to the UPS store. It took their own time to do that, and then paid for the difference between second day air and next day air, and I had it the following evening and then put it on. Now that's customer service. They've always been really nice, and they have a lot of stuff, like if you lose washers or you need new bearings or something, they sell them in a pack instead of having to buy a whole linkage arm. You know, and they sell a lot of little things. They sell colored fenders and bar mounts, and their pegs are really good, and just a lot of little things that you wouldn't notice and other people don't stock, they sell. Like for the Talarias, they sell the stainless steel bolt kit for the linkage and the shock. So great company. Thank you for all of you. You've been really nice.
So I guess this is like a long-winded answer if 2 Talarias is necessary. I guess, yeah, because the Talaria is very versatile. Well, these are always versatile, but I think this can work better even as a track bike because it's a little bigger.
Well, and they're just a little bigger than a Sur-Ron. They are a little heavier, but they're a little faster. And everybody thinks, well, I want to get the fastest bike. But all the years that I raced, I would always pick the bike with the best handling. Even if it didn't always have the best suspension, a good handling bike can always be made faster. It's a lot more work to take a fast bike and make it handle good. So that's where I think Talaria is the best, and I've even seen in some of the shootouts, it's got the best suspension. You got your Fast Ace fork stock, it's got a good shock, and it just rides really good, and you know, it handles good. So I think that's one of the reasons why I went to it. And now they have the Torp 500 controller, and that you can go from 8 kilowatts to 11.5 with the stock battery. So that's what I'm going to do next to the orange bike.
Yeah, well, I think that's about it for us now. So if you enjoyed this video, why not consider giving it a thumbs up? If you've been enjoying the content so far, why not consider to subscribe? And we shall see you later on the trails, amigos.